Okay. Huh. All right. Hey guys, how is it going? Let's see if I can get into my own live. We are live. We are PR unboxing. We are talking about new favorites. We're talking about my birthday. We're talking about a lot of things. Okay. Fernando, first person I'm shouting out. How are you doing today? All right. Hey, you guys. It is snowing in Texas. I woke up to it actually snowing, which was so bizarre because literally just a few weeks ago, I was laying outside by the pool and now it is freezing. So how are you guys? How's the weather where you're at? What is new? Tell me everything.
Hey, Tati, let's do a thumbnail.
All right. What should I do? What do I do?
And smile.
Okay, hold on. I got weird hairs sticking to my face. Oh my God, my straight hair just does not agree with me. Okay. Let's...
Change. Nice, I like this area. 5, 4. Do your hands like this. Smile. Got it. Thank you.
Sweet. All right, we nailed the thumbnail. Let's dive on in. How is everyone? You guys, everyone is under a chill, apparently. We are all freezing. So I've cranked the heat, and this time instead of wearing a sweater back in my normally freezing studio, we're in a t-shirt, we're hanging out. It's nice indoors, and I plan on staying indoors all freaking day long because it is just too much out there. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. My birthday was actually quite a disaster, like uneventful, but also, yeah, like maybe we'll get into it. If you saw on IG, holy smokes, I had birthday cake that did not sit well with me. To Alexandria, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I love hearing when you guys have been with me for like a decade plus. I'm like, we grew up together in a way in different like avenues of our life, and I love that. So thank you. Shout out to Dublin. I love that you guys watch me from everywhere. Okay. I am going to be opening new PR. I kept my paws out of it all. I went and I picked up a bunch of stuff and I waited so that we could unbox it together and kind of take a first glance at what is new in the world of beauty. Okay. I'm taking a Instagram to let people know that I'm here, but I'm trying to not have all my tabs exposed, so there we go. Okay. I need a little more caffeine, you guys. I need to hype up the mood. Oh my gosh, and my Dyson, I don't know why, it's always beeping at me. Like even when I turn it off, I don't understand. Literally, this is actually kind of dangerous. I had it here on my desk, which has a reflector, like a cardboard reflector on top of it, and it started smelling like something was gonna burn down. So I have it kind of like on this glass thing. Like I just think they should have maybe, for the price of this, had more of a barrier. You know what I'm saying? This is like a $500 straightener. It's really good, but my goodness.
Didn't it come with a stand?
You might be correct, James. I'm like, you know what? I really think it did. Ask me if I have the stand. No, I'm so bad with like charging things and stands and that kind of stuff. I lose them. I don't know what my problem is. Lids to things go missing. It's terrible. Okay. I feel like I'm off center too, which kind of like, it makes me feel like I'm a crooked picture. You know, when you go to someone's house, anyone else crazy like me, and you see the picture that's like a little crooked and you really just want to be that person to go, eh. Anyone else have a brain like that? My brain's like that. I want to straighten things, make it symmetrical, you know? Okay, to Sinka. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much. Are you Singa21 or Ron? Thank you for the birthday wishes and for being subscribed for so many years that you lost count. I appreciate that so much. And if you guys have any beauty questions, I'm always kind of glancing in the chat. If there's something that you need a little help with, that you want to have a recommendation for, please do not hesitate to ask. It's the worst when it's someone's Zoom background and you can't reach through the computer to fix it. Yes. Oh my gosh. I found myself on a Zoom really like complimenting the background so much of someone's Zoom because I'm weird like that. They're like, oh yeah, it's a green screen. And I'm like, I of all people should have been able to detect that, but I didn't. But the straightening of things in the background, yeah, I just want to, thank you so much for all of these birthday wishes, you guys. I had food poisoning on my birthday, which was a shock, a lesson, a surprise. I've been off sugar for about 7 weeks, and then I had the wild idea to dive headfirst into birthday cake because I was like, hey, it's my birthday, like why not? Like today's the day, let's indulge and celebrate. And pretty quickly I got sick after, like not cute, not romantic, not fun. Oh my gosh, like literally on the floor of my living room, moaning and groaning, thinking that I swallowed a bag of razor blades. Like, oh my gosh, it was so bad. And I'm like, I'm never eating sugar again. And then I went through like this depression of like, am I never eating processed sugar again? And like, it's been like a whole thing. Like I'm good with raw honey, maple, like if I make things myself at home, like I'm good with that. I shared over on IG and like I got this one message because I showed my pantry and I showed a bag of dates. I was like, I eat healthy, guys. Look at my pantry. Here's some medjool dates and here's this and that. And I got this one message that was like, literally all it said was dates are sugar. I'm like, yes, thank you. I know dates are sugar, but they're also, but they're also good fiber. They have great nutritional benefits. Anyway, I digress. Like I can't do crumble cookies, sprinkles, go to the grocery store, get yourself a cute sheet cake. Like I can't do red dye 40 and all the different things that are gonna make your gut inflame. Like my body hisses, screams, and does not want it. So yes, I still eat fruit and some dates, but outside of that, I'm like going through this weird grieving process where I'm like, okay, it's time for me to actually admit, like have that moment where it's not about a diet or losing weight or anything like that, but actually admit that my body freaking hates processed food. Like I get sick every time. I keep going back to that stove. I touch it, same thing happens. Majorie, Thomas, thank you so much. Yes, natural sugar is so different on the body than processed. And you can actually make, like if you have the patience, you can make some beautiful things to eat at home that are pretty simple. Like what I find with getting away from processed is when you find recipes online, it's like 4 ingredients, 5 ingredients, like it's super, super easy and still kind of scratches that itch when you're craving something a little bit sweeter. That's what I found, but man, I got, like what happened was I didn't go and buy the birthday cakes, and I'm not gonna shade anyone that sent me anything delicious. Like I appreciate the gesture, but I got sent 2 birthday cakes. One of them I really went to town on, and the other one had flowers like that were beautiful out of frosting. And James busted me. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like eating the flowers off the top of the cake. And I'm like, I have to. It was so bad. It was literally like I was a troll in the kitchen. It was really bad.
Everyone knows she can't handle gluten.
No, don't tell them this.
No, I'm in it.
He's outing me so bad.
Both of the cakes
I didn't
were not
eat the cake.
She didn't eat
Fine.
the cake.
I ate the frosting.
She went for the frosting. It's called cross-contamination.
Oh my gosh. It was like, how can you have that in my home though? Like all this gorgeous icing, and I was just like, it's for me. It was a gift for me. And yeah, it turned dark real quickly. Let's just say that. Yep. Oh, hey, I'm giving someone Alanis Morissette vibes. I love her. I love that. Thank you. I know I'm a little like 90s baby right now with the cuff and the rock and roll tee, and I don't even know. My style is so upside down. I just wear whatever I feel like wearing, basically. But thank you. The straight hair. Maybe I'm giving like Avril Lavigne too, right? Like I kind of feel like that a little bit. Anyway. Where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah, I know. Dizzy buns, I know. It's just my speed, my style. I think I can control more than I can. And I was like, yeah, the cake's fine. The frosting's fine. It's fine. Okay. Makeup tutorial for queens with glasses. I struggle with that, you guys. I honestly do. But I do wear glasses, so maybe I need to do that at some point. And Esther, hello, how are you doing? You want to know what my favorite nude lip product is? Well, I'll share with you what I'm wearing right now that I am loving so much from Lawless. This is a beautiful nude lipstick. This is the shade Fawn. Oh my God, she's jumped right out of my hands. Have you ever seen like a more gorgeous, beautiful, silky, creamy, pretty pinky nude? It's showing up a little more pink in my monitor. It's actually more beigey in real life. And then on top of that, I am wearing Fussy from Fenty Beauty. Now, if you want a true concealer lip nude, go for MAC See-Through. That has been a long love of mine and I highly recommend. Also, really love what's in my top drawer here, Pillow Talk. I'm kind of trying to be in my soft summer game. Gosh, those two are like almost identical. How about that? Yeah, there you go. I need to go through my lipstick drawer. Maybe we'll do that next week. Today I wanted to unbox a bunch of stuff, so there's that. But I do have a desire to go through all of my lipsticks, lip liners, lip glosses, and kind of figure out how many of them are dupes of one another and which ones formulation-wise can stay and what needs to go. You guys want to know what supplements I'm taking so bad? Like that would take an entire live, an entire video. Like I need to actually just do a boom, boom, boom and go through because I do take quite a few different supplements. I love it. I am on my health game. I feel really good when I'm doing that. So at some point I will share with you all what I'm doing, but I'm kind of tiptoeing in exactly how much I want to share. You know what I'm saying? Vegan getaways. Tati, my love, I have a couple of questions. What are your thoughts on lash lifts in general? And would you ever try an at-home kit? I would be afraid to. Okay, I had a lash perm done once before it was a popular thing, like pre-YouTube. We're talking like 20 years ago. And the whole time I was doing it, I kind of felt my eyes stinging and I was panicked that I was gonna go blind. Is that dramatic? Yes, totally. Am I dramatic? 100%. I think a lash curler and a good curling mascara will do just as much. Will you have it when you take the mascara off? No. But also it's your eyeballs. Like, do you really want those fumes and everything getting in your eyes? I don't know. For me, it's a pass. And then doing it at home seems a little risky. But tell me in the chat, you guys, let's educate each other. Have any of you done like a lash perm at home on yourself? I want to hear about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, and Cassie Lynn says, hi Tati, just wanted to say happy birthday. I'm on break right now in my vehicle. All right, you're watching in your car, awesome. I used to do that all the time. Technically, I'm homeless, but I've made it to work. What are you super chatting me? Why? You've made that time easier. Thank you for being here. I am sending you encouragement and so much love, and whatever you're going through, I hope that you get to that next step quicker than you thought possible, and just keep going with whatever you're in and about in life. It's life is an awful lot like this, right? But thank you so much for being here. Okay. The Luxe Lash Lift is the best. I haven't even really looked into like which brands or what treatment or whatever. Something that I do want to play around with is dyeing my eyebrows again with James's beard dye. I'm gonna do that. I'm outing him at the moment. I'm gonna use Just for Men on my eyebrows. And what's funny is I see people doing that on TikTok now, and back in the day, back when I did Tip Tuesday, I think I did a Tip Tuesday of like using Just for Men on your eyebrows, and everyone's like, this is dangerous, you're gonna cause blindness, Tati, how dare you? And like it was like a thing, and there were like threads. Like back in the day, it was so cutthroat. If you ever said like, use coconut oil as conditioner or whatever, people were like, this is not right, talk to your doctor, and like, it was a little bit crazier. Now you go on TikTok, or schmick-schmock, excuse me. Oh, code language. I'm gonna be suppressed. Now no one has a problem with it. They're like, oh, get down, all right.
How about
What?
using Windex to remove spray tan?
Oh gosh, yes, I did that. But do you know what? You know what? Like full circle, like full story arc here. Like I got completely just like, whoo, the heat from saying that Windex would fix if you get spray tan on your hands. I think it's the ammonia in Windex will actually completely break down that like blotchy, weird spray tan issue. Like this is in an emergency. I'm not suggesting that everybody
On your
just
hands, not your body.
no, I'm not suggesting that you're like, well, time to be done with this spray tan, Windex, Windex, Windex. That is not what I was recommending at all. Now, I got the throwdown smackdown of like, you're a dangerous woman. What a dangerous beauty tip. And all these years later, I'm over scrolling on Schmick-Schmock and I see the lipstick lesbians have a situation traveling abroad where there was junky self-tan and like you can scrub a dub-dub and there's just nothing that's gonna take that off.
Scrub a
But
dub-dub.
yeah, but she was like, you know what? I remember Tati Westbrook talking about using Windex to remove self-tan, and someone went and bought her Windex and she did it on her Schmick-Schmock and it worked. And I was watching like from bed, just all bundled up, just like, yeah, I feel redeemed. So that was a moment. It works. It works. The weird things that I have done in the name of beauty. Marcy C knows. Oh my gosh. Yes, my big fat Greek wedding. That's what it reminded me of. It's like Windex will fix everything.
Hey, who wants to PR unbox?
They're gonna get it whether they want it or not, because I'm curious to see what's in these boxes behind me. Concealer recommendations for fine lines. We all have fine lines. We all laugh. We all emote. It's gonna happen. There's no escape. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you can do what I do where after you put on your concealer, I used to call it the alien face. Like my sister Erica and I, we'd be doing our makeup and we're like, it's time to do the alien face. And literally what you're doing is you're making like a face to like pat out the creases before you set with powder. That can minimize expression lines from showing up. You're gonna have more runway. You're gonna have more time before they settle, before they show up, if you're not setting a line. So what you wanna always do before you powder is pat, 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 make the face, kind of stretch the skin out a little bit, put your powder on, you should be good. My favorite concealer right now, and has been for a while, is still the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam. It's thin in texture. I find it doesn't settle in fine lines as much as a lot of others. There we go. Allison, please.
Hey, ask people to share the live.
Oh yes, you guys, would you please share the live? That would be so incredible. It helps me in the algorithm, it helps people to know that I'm here. And Allison wants to know, can I do a brand review of ColourPop? And I want to acknowledge you guys because I know someone said like, could you do a review of Polite Society? And I was like, oh gosh, no. And like, I'm gonna get back to this. I have another super chat right here. My brain is like going in 5 different directions. There are certain brands that behind the scenes, like I don't feel comfortable reviewing, and it's nothing that you guys are bringing up anything bad. It's just like personal business, what have you, things like how do I make sense of that?
Well, I mean, I think the way that you
Like,
make sense of it is
ColourPop.
If you're gonna review something, you need to have the ability to say your opinion on it. And if there is something out there that says that you can never say anything bad
if
about
I
them,
have some kind of a contract saying I can never say anything bad about a company,
then you're
I
just not
can't review them honestly. Like, then it's like out.
So then you can't review them.
Yes, so that's why you never see this brand on my channel. And now everybody that's here in this secret moment knows, like, that's the tea. All right, Joanna, she wants to know if the name Puka came from Anastasia's dog or Anastasia's dog in the movie Princess. No, Princess Anastasia. I've never seen that movie, but a lot of people have asked me, and no. James's mom named Puka, and it was because I think she was in Hawaii living on Maui, and I remember getting the email of meet Maui's Puka shell and like this little dog. It was so sweet.
When he was small, he was just this
He was
little
just like
bundle.
teeny tiny little.
And Puka shell it's a shell, and it's got two little black holes, one at each end, and he looked like a puka shell.
Yeah.
So
He was so cute
he
as
was
a
puka shell
puppy.
dog.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't take credit for the name, but honestly, I miss saying his name. I really, really do. I was telling James that the other day because it was just the 1 year of Puka passing, and which is just like such a kicker. It's like Valentine's Day, my birthday, Puka. Like that was oof. But I miss saying his name because he had such a great name, and like just like I don't get to say it as much anymore. So yeah.
Hey, do you want to open some PR?
James is really wanting me to get through these boxes.
He's
doing such a good job opening everything over there, and I'm just chatting away about absolutely nothing. All right, you guys, we have some Holo Taco. Holo Taco. I need some scissors.
Do you want me to open that?
I got it. Christy says he wasn't just cute as a puppy, he was cute all of the time.
He was a cute old man.
He was so cute. Like, honestly, and this is like sounds so mean, like to my other dogs that I've had in my life. But I think you do have favorites because Puka Shell is my favorite dog ever. And I'm like, I actually don't think any other dog will ever compare. Like, I love dogs, love them, love dogs. But there was something soulful about him, and I just don't think I'll ever have another dog like him.
That dog changed the way I felt about animals, period.
Yeah, James was not down with small dogs. He was like, no. But like, you became such a softie for Puka.
Well, not just him, but like horses. Like, I never cared about horses and cows, and it's just, he had such a deep soul.
He did. James would all of a sudden be like, it's a big Puka. Like, it's just all animals are just big Pukas. And you did start to connect to animals so differently. That was really cool to witness. Melissa, thank you so much for being here on the first live that you're a part of. I appreciate it so much. To Desmeralda, Tati, I'm dying to know if your palette will be back. I'm not buying any new palettes. It's gonna take a minute. Look, I've said that before I die, I will bring that palette back to life one way or another. There's a lot of red tape for me to go through, and I'm working hard behind the scenes at making it happen. I want to get that back to you guys. It's a mission, but the reality of timing and how long things take,
It's a lot closer than she's letting on.
It might be a minute. Yeah, but like if you want to buy something in the next couple of months, you know, like go buy a new palette, you know? Okay, so we have some new Holo Taco. This is like very mermaidy. What is this collection? We have Time After Time. We have Touch Grass. Go Touch Grass. Yes. We have Skipping Stones. These are actually really pretty. I like this light blue. It kind of reminds me of Hard Candy back in the day when they were like the first brand doing any fun colors. Does anyone remember that with like the little jelly rings on the top? Can you guys, will you put the monitor up a little bit for me so I can do this game again?
Yes.
Okay. I'm readjusting. Readjusting. I used a new liquid liner today, you guys. It's not going well. It's doing the weird inner corner thing. Seche liquid liner. I love Seche, do not get me wrong. This ain't it.
So do you want to see the table?
Yeah, I think so. Let's like get some of the PR here, you know what I'm saying? Hi guys. Hard candy was really cute. Like I lusted over those polishes. They were like $13 a piece at Nordstrom. And I was like a broke teenager. There's no way that my mom was like, yeah, buy it. She'd be like, absolutely no. But I would just go and stare at them and be like, I wish. And then I'd read YM magazine and 17 magazine, and all the celebrities at the time were wearing bright yellow polish and bright like sky blue polish. And I just always wanted it so bad. And so whenever I see this color, it always makes me think of that. Did I leave this on? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what other colors we have. Have I ever tried Merle Norman? I have not. Tati, please try products from Ranavat. You never seem to talk about them. I do. I really like their hair oil. I think that's the brand that you're referring to at Sephora. They're a more natural line. I've tried a few of their products, like them. What would you like me to try specifically? Tati, can you please tell me what camera you use? Well, we have quite the setup between lighting and the kind of lens that I use. But what is the camera? It's a Sony
FX3?
FX3. Yes. I will say this though, when you're watching different influencers and you see the different camera setup, everything plays into the result of how it looks. The lighting, the reflection, the space of the room, the natural light peering into the room, the settings in the camera itself, the glass, the lens, like it all kind of comes into harmony. Kind of like if you're baking a cake and it's like use butter, use flour, use eggs, the cake is always going to be a little bit different dependent on where your eggs are from, where the flour is from, like all of that. So I always have a hard time just saying like this camera and then someone thinks they're going to get the exact same look that I have, if that makes any sense. Yo, I love, this is my color. This is my color. This is Wild Child. Ooh, I like this one too. This is very much going with my soft summer kind of a thing. So thank you to Holo Taco. You guys, I don't know that I'm gonna be doing, I don't know, I'm trying to stay away from like the overly glittery, thick, chunky thing. Like I'm trying to be a grown up, you know? Okay. When is the birthday? My birthday was on Friday, Valentine's Day. All right, we have more PR. Let's do some, ooh, actually both. Let's do Laneige, you guys. I have a cute one from Laneige. Love Laneige. Love their balms, but what we have right here is skincare. I'm gonna try and get this out of here. I think I've got it. What is this? That's fancy. Okay, you guys. Whew. We have their Water Bank Hyaluronic Blue Cream. I do like this one. It's not rich enough for me at night, but if you have more combo to oily skin, this is a great overnight moisturizer. And then this is kind of their famed product, the Cream Skin Serapeptide Toner and Moisturizer. It's one of those like milky moisturizers, essence slash toners that you just kind of do this business with, press it on the skin, and then go in with your serums. God bless you, James. And then this is new. What is this? Perfect Renew 3x Signature Serum. That packaging is like no joke. Wow. Like I actually, okay, I love package design. Like when people can do it in a way that feels elevated, innovative, and it doesn't just feel like something that you pointed to and put your label on. Like this feels very custom. And is it refillable? It seems like maybe it would be refillable, maybe not. I'll have to look into the ingredients and test that further, but we have some new skincare from Laneige. And two, Bedazzled Nails. I love the Lancome Idole. Need a drugstore alternative, not Essence. That one is a very specific formula. I just went through all of my mascaras. Have you tried the Extensionaire from Revlon? I think that would be the closest as far as the wand, what it can do, how it separates, lengthens, coats, doesn't flake, holds a curl. That's one of my favorite from the drugstore right now. And to Paulina, are you following the It Ends With Us drama? You look so rock and roll. Final question, Metallica or Megadeth? You know what? That question is for James. He's been to like 20 Metallica shows.
No,
I kid you not.
True.
How many?
13.
13?
Yeah. And in 1992, I sung with James Hetfield in front of 40,000 people in Atlanta.
Wow. How'd that happen?
I had front row seats.
Okay.
I'd been to 2 shows before it. I knew the routine of what he was doing in the show and when he would come off stage when he was singing. And I knew that he would go to 3 places in the crowd. I was in the 3rd place. So I was ready and I was waiting. I'd been practicing all week.
Wow.
The song was Seek and Destroy.
I wish I could see this. Like, this is like not in an era of
and I had
everyone
my
having
hair.
like a phone. Like, I want to see this.
I had my hair, and I kind of like became friends with the bouncer in my area through the show. We were like hanging out and talking, and anyway, so James Hetfield comes off, and what you see at every show is he goes, "Search in," and then hands the microphone to someone, and you see them on the jumbotron, and they go, nothing comes out. But I knew what was going to happen, and I had been practicing all week, and I'd been belting out the line and belting out the line. So when he came to me and said, "Search in," I went, "Seek and Destroy."
Oh my
And
God.
like the crowd went wild. James Hetfield went wild. He's like, "Yeah," because he's like, I was probably the first person the whole tour that he had actually heard.
Like, ready for your moment.
Yeah, it was awesome because when he came to me, literally the crowd just like converged, and the bouncer, this guy was a giant. He reached over me and he like held everyone off, and I belted it out. That week at school, as I was walking around, everyone was like, "Dude, I saw someone that looked like you at the Metallica show, sung with James Hetfield." I'm like, "That was me."
Man, there's got to be video of this somewhere
No,
in
this
the
was
world.
1992.
Come on. Like, I wish. Can you imagine? Like, I wish. I want to see this.
Yeah.
But now we go to a concert, everyone's, phones out,
Yeah, back when I used to go, we would actually hold up lighters
Wow.
instead of phones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for the story time.
You're welcome.
To Kim, I will be releasing those shadows again at some point in my lifetime, working on it. Also, am I following, to go back to the previous question, am I following the It Ends With Us drama? A little bit. I'm trying my best right now to not get into useless celebrity drama that kind of drains me, like, why do I need to be involved in other people's business? But the little bits that I do see, they are interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say something that not a lot of people will agree with, I think. I have compassion for both sides. I really do. I think that when you're under the scrutiny of everybody's opinions, it can make you feel a certain level of crazy, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone, wrong or right. I think both sides, like, if you're in that kind of a tangle, like, everybody's doing something right, everybody's doing something not right. And that's hard for me to say, but it's just the truth.
My recommendation is you guys should settle. Get back to quality of life. It's not worth it.
The legal drain is just, it is not worth what it does to your life. Trust. I still need therapy because I kind of have this way of going back in time, and that's the thing that I've noticed in my life that is the biggest drain and the biggest challenge for me to overcome is looking in that rear view mirror. And some days I'm better than others, but there's a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda, and a lot of anger, a lot of regret, a lot of wondering what life would look like had I never met this person or that person. What if I had made different choices? And the reality is I can't go in a time machine. So I have to do what I can right now to just move forward. And so anybody going through these kind of legal issues, settle, move on. It's not worth it, right?
Yeah.
The wisdom. Okay, what is this? Dashing Diva. We have a lot of nail stuff going on.
Show me the box.
I'm going to. This was kind of falling out. We got some kind of a light. Okay, this is like a gel mani set, something like that. I'm gonna have to dig in, but Dashing Diva normally does those stickers that I really like, so this is interesting. And how cute is this bottle? Like, I actually really appreciate the design and how this bottle is looking. So we have a magnetic gel. I have no idea what that's about. Do you guys want me to play with this? One gel off magic color. What is this? Does it need a light? Do we have a light? Is this the light? This might be the light. I don't know. I'm gonna take my time and learn a little more about this. To be continued. You guys can always request here in the comment section, in the messages live, on my other like posts, wherever it may be. Like, I want to know what you guys want to see. I always take that into account. So please request away. Sherry Davis, you don't have a question or anything. You just super chatted me and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. To Priya S, you keep asking about Ranavat. Which products do you want me to try? I'm curious because I keep seeing your comment pop up. Sorta has a Harry style pleasing vibes. It kind of does, right? Paulina, thank you so much. This is so generous. You've been to 3 Megadeth shows and you were front row in one of their shows, 20th anniversary, Countdown to Extinction. I don't know what that is. Maybe James does. I'm like not that cool. I got smashed, then lifted by the crowd, fell off a 6 feet fall, fell 6 feet, hit my head, went to, oh my gosh, this sounds like a night to remember, but also totally awful.
Hey, Paulina,
Wow.
I was in rehab with Dave Mustaine once.
Oh,
That's the lead singer of Megadeth.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. James knows all the heavy metal. You want to quiz him? Like, if that was like a category on Jeopardy, he would win.
Well, he was there for like 3 days, and then he didn't want to be there anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And in another rehab,
James and all of his many stories of rehab. This could be like the entire podcast. I'm just going to be the interviewer. You can share.
yeah.
Didn't you like...
And listen, but I'm not outing him. He's talked about his story a lot, okay? So I'm not breaking any rules here. And this dude is dead, that I'm about to talk about. But my roommate in another rehab was Steve Clark, the lead guitarist of Def Leppard. And the rehab put him with me because I was the only other person in their 20s. I wasn't actually 20, I was 19, but I had long hair. So they wanted me to mentor
oh, this
him.
one and that one.
Well,
this is
he
fine.
was like 26 at the time.
Oh, and you were the mentor.
Yeah, I was the mentor.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. To Lori, thank you for being here. I see you.
He died
He died.
at 27.
No, really?
Yeah, it was awful.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Drug related or something else?
Yeah, he overdosed.
Yeah. This is the sad thing about the experience of getting sober and actually going into treatment. You meet some of the most incredible, fascinating people because I stand firm on this. Addicts, although flawed, are some of the most interesting, intelligent individuals on the planet. They just have a lot to sort out. Their brains work differently and they get caught up in some things that can become shackles really quickly. But
Topical. Cool chick. You're talking about the Guns N' Roses and Metallica show. And you said it was after James got burnt up. Are you referring to the Columbia, South Carolina show? Because I was there. Let me know in the comments.
all right, we'll have to see in the comments. But yeah, you get close with people when you're in rehab. I was in a smaller rehab, and sadly, 2 of the people that I was in treatment with passed away. And it's just like, then you talk to other people, like when I met James and his whole, history with, addiction and being sober and his whole journey, like same thing. Like there's just not, do you agree with this, James? There's not a person out there that's been in treatment that hasn't like lost a friend through that process. It's a brutal disease. Brutal.
Well, I mean, if it hasn't happened yet, it will.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's a guarantee.
But that's kind of like such a scary thing to walk into, to become close to people and love people, and then you're all fighting the same thing. And yeah, it's devastating. Is it Liv or Lim? Liv, you've been sober 3 months and it feels amazing. It really does. Keep going. Paulina. There's a little bit of a lag, so I'm curious to see the comments. I do too, who's asking this? Emily, I always save my lives. There is a replay. If you go on my channel, there is a section that says lives, and you can see every single live that I have ever done. I need to buy more Kiko products. You guys ask about that quite a bit, so I need to put that on my list for sure. Yes.
Shout out someone in the comments.
Shout out someone in the comments.
Shout out Only Opinions.
Only Opinions? I'm shouting you out. Thank you for being here.
She's the first one to comment on every single video that you've uploaded.
Are you kidding me?
Years. And the thing is, she somehow always lands in the moderated comments. So right after we upload, we have to go free her comment.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're looking for you because YouTube does something kind of funny sometimes, but thank you for commenting and for being so, such a presence in all of my uploads. I appreciate it so much. To Brenda, who just super chatted, have James take you to Foundry Jewelry in Highland Park, Texas for a birthday treat because you deserve a beautiful new ring. Thank you so much. I will pass that along.
So Only Opinions wants to know, I pinned the comment.
What's my thoughts on Suboxone? You know, if you're needing to get off, I think I can see the microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it.
If you're needing to get off a harder drug, like if you are in the throes of heroin or taking Suboxone, obviously take Suboxone and work with a therapist, a doctor. It can be a way to get clean, but I don't have a deep education on it, so I can't really answer. Do you have any info on it?
I've never heard of it.
Suboxone. There was someone in my at my rehab that was on it, and it can help. And also watching someone detox from heroin, like up close, wow, like, yo, no joke. So that kind of permanent in my brain, you know. To Boomer Sooner, One Forever, your wife loves my channel. Well, tell her I said hello. Thank you for letting me know. Someone says, can you get some Kleenex tissues? Do I need Kleenex? Do I sound a little congested? Why do I need Kleenex? I'm not crying. Are you crying? I'm not crying. I have a $50 Sephora gift card and I need you to recommend. Okay, I have on my channel like videos dedicated to my favorite items that are like permanent favorite items at Sephora. So you can always go to my channel and there's a little search bar, and if you type in Sephora, it's gonna give you every video that corresponds, and I would recommend just going off of those hit lists and just seeing if you enjoy what the product looks like, what I'm saying about the product, and maybe that can help you on your shopping trip.
Hey, do you want to unbox some more stuff?
Sure, why not?
We've got two choices here. We've got a birthday collection from Pixi.
Oh yeah.
Or we have a package from Pop Beauty.
Let's go into Pop.
Okay. Here's the card.
They're so sweet to me. I love Pop Beauty. You guys, you know how I had that makeup bag that said, oh my gosh, this. They sent me another one. Oh my gosh. Now I have a big one and a small one. They say my name. I have arrived, right? Like, just bring this with me on every trip. Hi guys, I'm here.
Anyone that just heard something funny?
Oh, it's your damn shoes.
Those are my shoes.
Oh God, James.
They're Ufas.
The squeaking Ufas shoes.
They are the most comfortable shoes ever. OOFOS, not sponsored.
Are you letting everyone
I
know
love
that you
these
didn't
things.
fart?
Yes.
These shoes, he'll like make a squeak noise and he's like, that was my shoes. Just so you know. Now you're trying to replicate it?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Right? What if I actually did fart? I'm just trying to blame it on the shoes.
Oh my gosh. All right. Pop Jet Setter Anti-Fatigue Mask. Pop Beauty, really colorful, really fun, really playful. Their products though, like the actual product and how the product performs, the formulation, really good. Nicely priced. They used to have this at Walgreens. They had, I want to say it was called like the Look Boutique. I don't know if they still do that in some of the larger Walgreens, but they used to sell Pop Beauty there. That's how I found out about the brand. And then I learned more about how the products were made, where they were made, the type of ingredients they use, all of that. And I really think this is an underrated brand. So if you're looking for something to not break the bank, that is fun, colorful, has this kind of a vibe to it, check them out. Their blush highlighter palettes, phenomenal. Their eyeshadow palettes also so great. So thank you to Pop Beauty. What is this? Permanent Pout. And then we have Be Gone, a clarifying stick. Great. Thank you, Tristan, for sharing that. That's kind of how I feel too. And thank you guys. I'm seeing a lot of belated birthday wishes still, and I appreciate it so much. Florentina, you want to hear me sing Maybe Someday. Maybe someday I'll do that. Maybe. Not today. But I do love to sing. And it's Robin Louise. Thank you for being here for almost 11 years. Love. Love, love, love. Okay, let's see what Pixi sent me. Pixi is also one of those brands. It's in Target. It's a little more expensive than what you will see kind of next door looking at like Maybelline or e.l.f. But the way the products perform, and again, I know where a lot of the products are manufactured, and they are manufactured alongside a lot of your more luxury brands. So you are getting the same performance out of a lot of the product, but for less money. That's beautiful. Love a glass little tumbler like this so much. I'm not really a Stanley girl. This is beautiful. Love that. I will use that. And we have the Glow Tonic, which is Sabrina, my sister Sabrina, who's a teacher, mom. She swears by this. It's like her saving grace when it comes to skincare. So she's the biggest Glow Tonic fan. I am as well. What I love the most from Pixi though is their liners. Their liners are really beautiful. They have some gorgeous colors right here. I'm not sure if these are limited, new, or whatnot because they have so many colors available. This one is Pixi Green, Rose Glow, and Lush Lavender. Let's look at Rose Glow. Now these perform absolutely the same as the Urban Decay pencils. I'll leave it at that. I have not seen that in so long. I feel like I used to have this and use it and love it. I feel like I've done a video on this. This is a 25-year like limited edition Ultimate Beauty Kit. Stop. That's actually really convenient to travel with, to be honest. Okay, here is the liner. Now this is what I love about Pixi liners. Oh my God, like, do you see how smooth that is? The luxury of this. Amazing. And once it sets, it does wear for a very long time. That color is beautiful. Let's do one more just for fun. Let's get into the green. Leslie says, love their liners from Pixi. They have my favorite bronze color. Yes, I have it's bronze something. I love their liners. They're so good. Okay, this is beautiful too. Really difficult to do a pastel so creamy and even without being patchy. Look at that. So if you're looking for that hit of, you know, color in the inner corner, the waterline, you do not need to spend 30 bucks at Sephora. Just go to Target, grab some Pixi. Okay, to Wilhelmina. Thank you for solving my body hair removal problems. Love the you like. Yes, right? So good. It saves the day. I am not messing with going to the medical spa anymore for any laser hair removal. I love that you love it. And to Rebecca, thank you so much. What a great super chat. Would you ever do an educational series such as what different primers do different things, setting sprays? My 2-month-old son completely changed my skin texture. Been a subscriber since 2015. Yeah, you know, I thought about doing more educational stuff in short form. I just need to get my acting gear with so much in my life right now. There's a lot that I want to be doing. I will give you guys here on the live kind of like a sneak peek of what's to come as I am decluttering and sorting through the studio, going drawer by drawer. You guys know how I did the mascara breakdown last week. 64 mascaras. We went through everything top to bottom. What I'm doing now is oh yeah, I'll open that, is a similar thing, but I'm going through every category, who it's good for, skin type, how long wearing a product is, kind of like giving every desired need a recommendation in each category, be it primer, foundation, blush, bronzer, mascara, liner, and I'm calling it the GOAT makeup series, so the greatest of all time, not new, but things that I've really loved and have continued to repurchase throughout the years. So if you're looking for those high note recommendations, that is coming. I plan on doing one of those every week or every other week. So stay tuned for that, and I will definitely keep you in mind when I'm making those videos. Yeah, this is great. James is giving me like a behind the scenes presentation. He'll like hold the product up like, you want to talk about this? I'm like, yes, of course. Revolution has a new Super Hold Misting Spray. It's an ultra matte finish with aloe and vitamin E. I like it when an ultra matte has some kind of cushion where it's not just like, we're gonna suck you dry completely. If you have oily skin, you still need balance. You don't wanna just strip the skin of all the oil, because guess what happens? Then your skin wants to produce more oil because it thinks there's a problem. So you do still need to hydrate more oily skin, and even with a topical setting mist, you want some kind of a cushion, aloe, vitamin E, what have you, in the product itself. So this, I don't think it's gonna be an aerosol, no. I really like aerosols when it comes to setting sprays, like the one size. I know it's not the healthiest thing for you, but I find it disperses the actual mist better. But that's not bad. That's like giving a nice, like it's a quality mist. This is good. I'll have to try it out. Not really for my skin type, but I still try everything. I want to know how it feels. I want to know what the sensory experience is, how it works with different products. So I will give it a try. Now this is a super thick, super grip primer, hydrates and smooths with watermelon extract and amino acids. Let's just pop into here right now. And trying to make sure I don't miss any super chats from you guys. The jewelry that I'm wearing today to Glow 16, I'm wearing 17 Mile. You guys, that little pack that you can buy on Amazon, I will link it below, is the best thing ever. Literally you get, I think, like 6 or 8 different pairs of earrings, and they never break me out. They don't tarnish. It's amazing. This is from Amazon as well. Kendra Scott. And then the rings that I'm wearing are all very old, so I can't link those, but I'll link what I can in the description box. You just have to go and expand more, and then I think you hit more again and you'll see all the links. I usually go and do that right after I finish up the lives. Anything that I'm talking about, loving on, think that you guys need to know about, I'll put it in the description box. Okay, let's take a look at this primer. This is a gripping primer. Everyone's doing a gripping primer. You want to know who the OG of gripping primer is? Sicily. That freaking expensive AF primer that I did a WTF on a million years ago, and for a while in the beauty community, like 2016 era, maybe it was more 2018, we all loved it. We're like, let's spend $100 plus on a primer. You don't need to do that. Now we have every single brand, high-end and drugstore, coming out with gripping sticky primers, and the idea is to get the foundation to adhere to the skin better and wear longer. So what's not to love about that? Let's see, some are stickier than others. Okay, that's like honey. That's given a lot of stick already. It's fragranced, but it's like, it's very fresh, watermelon fresh. Lacey doesn't like the gripping primers. Hey, some people love it, some people absolutely do not. And to Petro Julie, I hope I'm saying your name right. You're Julia, to Julia, thank you so much. I'm sorry you're going through a rough time with family. Gosh, I mean, life will serve that up to you from time to time. I hope you get through it sooner than later. Happy that my videos can help you to cope. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. You guys help me cope. I hope you know that too. It's like a two-way street. Doing this sometimes helps me when I'm in the absolute like funkiest rut of my life and I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere or do anything, but just getting up, putting on makeup, doing my hair, putting on a cute outfit, sitting down, filming a video, engaging with you guys, talking with you guys, doing a live, like you help me so much as well. So it's going both ways and I get to call this my job and I'm grateful for that. So thank you guys too.
Yep.
Yo.
Are you finished talking about Pixi? Do you want me to move it and make room, or do you?
No, I have more. I forgot what I was doing because I hopped into Makeup Revolution. I really want to go into some of these really quick, really quick, because these are new. Okay, the On The Go Bronze, On The Go Lush. There was a new one that I had been eyeing on. Is it the On The Go Super Glow? Which one is the new one? The Super Glows. I think these are the new ones. These right here. The little deodorant stick type situation. We're gonna open them up, I'll show you. These went super viral online, the blushes. And now they have highlighters. Look at that. And it just twists right up. Get down. You could use this on the legs. You could use this on the body. You can obviously use it on the face. Let's see what we're rocking with here. That is, it's very sheer, very sheer. I'm gonna have to play with this on the face. I don't know that it's really designed to be on the body. I'm just being a weirdo and being like, hey, look at that. But it feels nice.
Welcome to Realizations with James.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about how deodorant
Yes.
sounds so much like deodorant?
Deodorant. That could be a man product that you design.
Deodorant.
No deodorant.
Bye-bye deodorant.
Bye-bye deodorant. I had not, so thank you for that. But isn't this a cool design?
It is.
There's something about it that I just find very satisfying. So I'm gonna play with these because I'm not feeling dangerous enough to like put it on top of all the powder that I'm wearing today, but I do want to try these puppies out. And to Angie, thank you so much for being here. We will eventually one day on the many things that I want to do list, because there's so much. And when you don't see me online, I am working on other things very actively, but I do want to do a podcast. It's just a matter of exactly what stories I'm ready to tell, because let me share with you all. When I do a podcast, you know, you put a lot of thought into the topics and the discussion, the questions, the guests, all of that. I want it to be juice. I want it to be juicy. I want it to be unexpected. I want it to be reflective. I want to bring forth things that might be a little shocking and have it be something helpful, entertaining, and all of that. So when I do it, it's going to be done right. We're not there yet. What's the twisty thing? The twisty thing is, it's a highlight from Pixi. They have blushes, bronzers. You can pick these up at Target, and what I like is you can twist it up and down too pretty easily. So I think they're great. They're great. You guys, 1,500 of you are here right now. I am so happy. I'm so happy that so many of you are here, and every week it feels like there are more of you, so thank you so much. If you can share the live, like the live, leave comments even like in the message right now and after this is shut down. I don't know, I love hearing what you guys have to say. So I'm someone that myself, not an assistant, because she doesn't have an assistant, she does everything herself. I go into the comments, so if you see a reply from me, I want you to know you heard it from my mouth. It's from me. I'm the one replying to you. I'm the one saying, love it, I love it, XOs, butterfly emoji. Like, that's me. That's from me. I hope you feel it. And I love hearing from you all. Leslie, thank you for the mug compliment. So many people ask me where they can buy this. James, where can they buy this mug? It's the most requested item.
They can travel back in time to 1991. That was my side hustle. Once a month, I would drive up to the mountains in North Carolina with a U-Haul, and I'd buy a truck full of pottery from this amazing potter. And I would take it back down to Atlanta, and I would spread it around in all of these little tourist shops, placing it on consignment. And each month, they would send me, you know, a check for what they sold. But this was from John Guru.
I treasure that mug. I feel like it has like good vibes, and I feel like it has a story, and it's so special and unique, and I just like how it looks. And everyone else agrees, because every time I do a live or if I'm doing a video where I'm drinking out of that mug, it's like people are like, forget the makeup, where can we get this mug? I mean, this might have been a missed business opportunity.
It wasn't. It was an actual business opportunity.
Well, but I mean, like maybe we need to, maybe when I do merch, it's gonna be like weird pottery like this, right? Can you imagine? Like most people bring out hoodies and I'm like, here's, cheers, we got some cool pottery. Put a teeny tiny little butterfly or an XOs at the bottom. There you go, merch. Would you guys buy merch? I dream about this. Like, I literally lay in bed sometimes and I'll design like a hoodie or something that I want to create for you guys. But are we still into merch? Do people still buy it? Would you buy it? Leave it in the comments now.
Well, I think it depends on what the merch is. I mean, it's gotta
Would
be
you
quality
buy
and
would
something
you
they want.
buy a superior quality hoodie that had like my kind of a vibe on it? Like, I have an idea. Not tacky cheesy, but like a little, like with a little something, you know? Yes, yes, yes. People are saying yes, 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 yes. I have such a good idea for like the cutest hoodie in the entire universe that would be so fun, and I think I'm gonna do it. And I also want mugs. I do want mugs because I'm someone that actually wanders around my real life like this. You always see me in my home. I'm using a straw because I didn't want to wreck my lip look for you guys, but like I am constantly with a beverage, warm tea, doing something out of a mug, and I think it's like very fitting, you know? Okay, look at this, you guys. Okay, now this looks at first glance, I'm not meaning to be mean, but like she feels a little bit wah wah, like maybe a little not great quality. However, Pixi, like such good quality. This would be so good for travel, honestly. You got everything you would ever need in here. This is their 25-year kit. I'm gonna play with that later. Paulina, you are still here, and I absolutely love you. What? I think I saw this one before. 3 Megadeth shows. Why did that pop up again? I'm not sure, but thank you for being here. Okay. Jordan is a beverage hoarder. Somehow I end up with 3 near me at a time. Do you know what James said to me when I was having my like cake issue of like feeling like I had like massive food poisoning? He's like, wow, you're not faking it at all. I can always tell how sick you actually feel by how many beverages are on your nightstand. How many did I have?
6.
6. It's 6 going.
It's proportional.
6 going at one time.
It signifies how sick she is by how many beverages. Now, typically there's 2 or 3. So it's not that 2 or 3 is bad. That's just normal. 4 is like, huh, is she not feeling okay? 5 is, you know, what's wrong? And 6 is almost like sound the alarm. Holy cow.
Right? 6. Well, I had activated charcoal and lemon. I had a green juice. I had hydro something water. I had a regular water. I had a tea. And then I had one more. I think like a sweeter collagen infused beverage, but I just had all the beverages.
And
okay?
you had gotten up in the middle of the night.
And I had bone broth also, because I was like, that'll work, you know?
But you'd gotten up in the middle of the night and got a glass of milk, which you never drink.
I don't
if
ever
your
drink
stomach's
milk.
upset, yeah, let's go have some milk.
Well, no, I was thinking like, it felt like I had swallowed acid or something. I don't know what happened. Am I like literally screwed for life? Like I can never have a sprinkles cupcake ever again?
You can't have processed sugar.
I didn't eat gluten.
Seed oils, food coloring, and then like scraping it off of a gluten cake is probably bad too.
Okay.
Like
arrest
there's
me.
a series of things.
Arrest me. It was a bad night. Julie says, would it help you start a new makeup brand for you guys to buy the merch? I've thought of that also, because a lot of people were like, you should crowdfund Tati Beauty, you should do it. And there are like hoops that I have to jump through, you guys. And like, I can't really say much about that, but I have a yes I can attitude, and the mountain is giant. Like the mountain that I am going to have to climb up to, like to get it going, is giant. But where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm gonna freaking do it. And maybe that happens, and maybe that'll be a part of the story. So that has crossed my mind for sure. Pixi's available at H-E-B, Walmart, Walgreens, and their Walgreens has the boutique stores. Yeah, not just Target. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you guys for hyping me too. Love that so much. Sugar, dairy, and spices kill me. Okay, but here's the thing that I did that was terrible. Like, this is awful. So I eat cake frosting like an absolute monster. Like literally, there's a video of it. James started filming me, and I'm literally with like frosting and a knife, and I'm like, get away from me, you know, like you guys are never gonna see that. I'm in like the craziest bathrobe with like fur on it, and I'm like hunched over this cake, and like, you know, anyway, I do that, and I'm like, it's my birthday, I'll do what I want. And then I think it's a great idea, as my stomach is starting to feel kind of nauseous and weird, I'm like, you know what I need? Some chips and salsa. That is disgusting. So I had chips and salsa, and then all of a sudden, as I was eating it, I was like, something's like really not right. And then I was sick pretty quickly. So, and it lasted for like 24 hours. I was so
72.
bad. I was asking ChatGPT. I'm like, I'm dying. Please tell me what to do. And like, for some reason, seeking comfort from ChatGPT, I was like, how long do you think this will last? Does this sound like the flu? And I didn't have a fever or anything. And obviously it happened like right after eating. So like not the flu. And it went away within like 72. But
yeah, you were good by 72.
But it's funny.
Do you want the rest of this Pixi?
No, you can take this. I think I have another super chat.
Well, I also have a lot of
Thank
other things to present
Sophia, a collagen infused beverage on the side too. Yes, always, always. Gotta be thinking about the skin even when you're having like a meltdown with your stomach. And thank you so much to Diane. What a generous super chat. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, please continue sharing the live, liking the live, leaving me comments here. It helps so much. We are like over 1,500 people watching right now. I think that is the most people that have been here on a live, period, all at once. So thank you so much.
You guys are amazing.
You guys are amazing, and I just love you so much. Okay.
Hey, you know what?
What?
You're a crooked queen.
Am I? Ah, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into some more Revolution Beauty. Let's do it. Okay, we have the, I forgot you guys could see my desk because I was like so crouched down. I was crouched down, you guys. Ooh, my name's on here. That's always exciting. Tati. You know, because like they know who I am. It hits my ego in the right way. Wow. The perfect skin loving pair for you. That was nice. Okay, let's see what we got. I've tried this, the Skin Silk. Oh, there's more underneath. That is a surprise. This is new. Oh, let's get into these little puppies. Okay. Have you guys seen this? Skin Silk Bronze and Skin Silk Blush. You guys, this is actually very good foundation. It is high quality. I do recommend. It's a little bit too sheer and hydrating for what I personally like, but if I was doing someone's makeup that had skin that was a little bit drier, I would use it.
I
Yes.
would hope anyone whose makeup you're doing has skin.
Yes. Well, not skin like mine. I'm just saying, like, we all have different needs and desires, and that's okay.
You're like, someone who's, I'm doing makeup has skin, like.
Has skin, yes. Yes. Okay,
What's the alternative?
like, I sometimes watch back, like, parts of my live, like, if I'm trying to get information for, like, what to link or whatever, and I'm like, Tati, A, why are you making that weird face? B, you don't make any sense. Just so you know, not just here on live, but my videos in general, I don't script. So sometimes I'm like, what? Like, does that even make sense? Like, I prepare by educating myself and doing research, but I don't like, and today, guys, this is what we're doing. You know, like, I don't do that. So sorry, sometimes I don't make sense. My husband is quick to point that out. All right, let's look at these. We have some blush. Ooh, this has swirls on the top. Look at that. Do I want to mess this up right now? Look at that. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. That is giving, it's very bright pink. It's giving Magda. I'm just, it is. But we'll try. This is more my speed. This is a little more muted. Yeah, that's like more it, but wow, are these bright. Definitely blurring. I can feel that this is going to be something that is going to minimize the look of pores and really blur out the skin. So the texture is very unique for a stick. I like that. Again, this is very bright. I'm actually genuinely having the best time on this live. I don't know why, like, I don't want it to end. I just like hanging out with you guys. And I want to do even more of these because it makes my life more entertaining to talk to you all while I'm doing unboxings and all of that. So thank you so much for being here. If you want to do something nice for me, you can share the live, leave comments, like the live. Let's get the likes up more than the last one. That's what I would love to do. I can't see how many people have liked this. Let me refresh. Let's refresh and see. 740. I think we can do better than that.
Well, if everyone that's watching right now likes, we'll be at least
everyone that's
1,500.
watching, please just give me a thumbs up. Just please do that. Let's signal to the YouTube gods that that I am a-okay and people like watching me, because that will help. Okay, let's see. I have no shame right now. Oh my gosh. I need a makeup wipe. Can you grab me a fresh pack of my little wipies?
Sure.
I think it's in the closet over here.
On it.
Ooh, I see one from Laneige that's pretty gosh darn good. I'm excited about these. To go back here for a moment, the blurring texture of these, I'm curious about the bronzer. This one is in the shade Sun-Kissed. You guys, this potentially could be really, really nice. To Varshini Bala, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for being here. This is your first live hanging out, and I love that you're here. I am here every Wednesday. I am at least gonna be here every Wednesday. I might do this more because I'm starting to get this crazy itch. Like, even in the evening after I'm done filming, of being like, why not just go live right now? Like, why not? It's just like this one button that I can hit and be like, hey guys, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying. This is what we're swatching. This is what's going on. So it's funny, like, before I went live today, I was getting ready, and it was maybe not the first time, But the first time that I noticed that I wasn't getting any anxiety or stress about going live, I was like, I'm just really, really looking forward to it. So it's shifted into something that I really love showing up for, instead of like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm entertaining. I hope I don't stutter. I hope people like it. I hope that I don't do anything weird, because there is kind of like this bizarre feeling of like, oh my gosh, what if I spill my drink on me? Or what if I do this? With live, you can't edit anything. You're just like in real time, just here. So there's that. But I've kind of gotten past like the fear initiation of it. And I wanted to share that with you guys, because I want to tell you, whether it is doing social media, posting online, or even like going for a new hobby or applying for a job that maybe you're a little bit stressed out about. Can you do it? Can you not? Whatever fear you're facing, it will be all consuming until you just push through it. So the sooner you can get to that point where you are pushing through whatever fear you have, whatever anxiety is trying to get in your way, then you get to that other side and you kind of feel like, wow, like I'm a badass. Like I did that. Like it's not even a big deal. And you know, life will show you something else to have anxiety about, and that's kind of the game. But yes. All right, we got some super chats from Moon Jelly. Have you tried YOUN Beauty? Yawn Beauty? Yuan Beauty? If not, is it something you would be willing to look into? I will look in. I'm going to do a screenshot right now, and I will look into it. I love when you guys let me know about brands that I have never heard about, because I love trying it all. To Margaret, my Tati Beauty palette hit pan and I'm lost without it. I'm working as hard and fast as I can to bring it back to life, and hoping we get there sooner than later. But thank you for the compliment and that you really loved it that much. That does mean a lot to me. Okay. Thank you. I have a technician here helping me to sort out my chat. I do want to do a MAC lip swatch video to Vashini. Hope I'm saying that right. I am back into MAC so intensely. Like, I want everything MAC. And I have a handful of favorite lippies that I definitely could do a swatch video. Let's see here. Text notifications for the Tati list. As far as when I'm doing a basic upload, I upload right now Monday and Friday. Lives are on Wednesdays. Unless I'm doing a giveaway where winners are being notified, right now we are not texting. I'm sorting out the system and looking into the future with how we can use the Tati list better. You are permanently on the list as far as being entered in upcoming giveaways always, so that stays strong and true globally. You know, you'll receive an email, but if you're in the States and you win a giveaway, you will receive a text message. But we were kind of cannibalizing our uploads by sending text messaging, because then YouTube wasn't sending notifications. It was a whole thing. So we ultimately decided to stop doing it so that I wouldn't get lost in the algorithm.
We don't do it for YouTube videos, because if you guys click our link and YouTube sends you a link, then you don't click the YouTube link.
Yeah.
And then YouTube thinks, well, they don't like Tati anymore. So then they stop sending you links.
Recommend it.
So if we were to send everybody a Tati list link every time we upload it on YouTube, and we did that for 3 months, eventually none of you would ever receive a notification from Google again, like ever. So we decided to stop doing that, and we're going to use it for other things. Like
we thought it was such a good idea. Like, I was so hype on it. I'm like, yeah, like this is amazing. And then it was like, oh.
But it's still great for our giveaways, and you will be the first to know when Tati is bringing her brand back. Okay,
so here's the thing.
That's its main purpose.
I don't know that that's the main purpose, but let me tell you, like the hush. When I bring back product, because I have chosen to not have an investor and I am doing everything solo, I am investing and betting on myself with what I bring forward. Will I be doing it at the high level of quality? 1000% yes. Will I have, you know, an unlimited supply to bring to you straight out the gate? No. So first come, first serve, I will be notifying the Tati list first. Now you know. There are already so many of you on the Tati list, and I'm not making that much product. So get on the Tati list if you want the updates of when we will be launching product. That is true. I just kind of made that way more complicated than it needed to be, but you get it, right?
Basically what James said.
Basically what James said. What a weird applicator. This is a concealer with like a metal applicator. Have we ever seen anything like this? What is that? I am curious. Revolution Skin Silk Under Eye Brightener and Concealer. That's interesting. I don't know. Do I love it? Do I hate it? To be continued. I'm gonna have to try that one out in a hurry. How many are actually on the Tati list? So many that, by the way, like, you guys do not get charged for the text messages that go out. I pay for the text messages that go out, and I'm fine doing that. Like, it's totally fine. But it's getting to a point on the list where there's a lot of you, there's a lot of us, and sometimes I forget how many people watch me on YouTube. Like, it is pretty amazing, and I am so grateful. But there are a lot. Rare Beauty has the same kind of an applicator. Is that like a new thing that's happening? Maybe to help depuff, maybe, but that is, I mean, I don't know that I want metal, like, kind of like pulling at my under eye area. I don't know. I'll give it a try, but like, I'm intrigued, but a little bit scared at the same time. And the way that it swatched on the back of my hand was giving uneven coverage. I will say that. I like how Natasha Denona's Perfect Fluffy Diamond Applicator just kind of, like, it just gives you that perfect amount. Yes. Oh, I already bought all this stuff myself. This, what? Guys, Spark Love. I might give this away because I already have all of this. But let's dive in a moment. I have another super chat from Brenda Jones. Tati, will you try the new Gucci Westman Atelier Sunrise Bronzer Drops? Do you get PR from them? The iPod shadows disappeared. Her shadows are terrible. No offense to Westman Atelier. Love Gucci Westman's artistry. She's an incredible makeup artist. Her line is very elevated, top notch. I didn't get down with the shadows. I found they did not wear well at all. They didn't give more than a whisper of color. There's like a trio that stacks and it's like $75. Yikes. However, her powders, beautiful. Cream blushes, gorgeous. I don't know that I'll try the bronzing drops, to be honest, unless more people really want to see them, because I personally, I'm not a bronzing drop kind of a woman, but I will go after this live and I'm going to go to her site and I'll look and kind of see what I think further. But thank you so much for the request.
Do you want to show this?
Sure. Dun, da, da, da. You guys, if you saw my recent drugstore extravaganza, you already saw this. You already saw that I'm absolutely in love with so many of Revlon's new launches. They have this glimmer lip gloss that has a giant doe foot applicator that has a plant-based glitter within it, and it is very juicy, gel-like, shiny, reflective. They're really good. I haven't tried the lip oils yet, but I have them. The blushes that look very similar to the Hourglass packaging, but they're more pigmented. I haven't tried. They're so intimidating. The pigmentation is crazy. And the lipsticks that they launched, I don't like. But there's your quick review. And I guess I am still getting some drugstore PR because Revlon just sent that over. I just kind of beat them to the punch, you know? And thank you to Sheila Gilmore so much for the super chat. Thank you for being here. You guys, we're increasing viewership. Keep sharing the live, liking the live. We have almost 1,600 people in here right now. Charlotte Tilbury sent me PR. Yo, let's get down with that. You guys, I'm going to be doing some type of a big giveaway soon, because I have so many PR things where I already went out and bought it myself. And when that happens, I feel like I should give it away to you guys. Like I donate a lot of makeup, I give away to girlfriends, but I will definitely be doing some type of a live here in the future where I want to set up a ton of product and give away to you guys here that are watching. So stay tuned. A lot of this, I'm guessing I already have. Pillow Talk, Flawless Filter. We have got the Exaggerize. I actually have not tried this. Now, if you were here, thank you. If you were here last week, I showed you the 64 mascaras that I had in my collection. And I was like, I'm gonna start new for 2025. We're gonna really rank things and get to like, what is the best, what is the worst of new launches that I'm trying myself this year. So this will be one of them. I don't normally like Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I might be the odd one on that end of it. For me, they flake and smudge. Has anyone tried this? Do we love this? Let me know. Also to Joe Deluxe, did you ever get a chance to try Madonna's Japanese brand? You know, I tried her face roller like 6 years ago or something. Are you talking about that brand? Is it still around? Because I remember trying some of the skin stuff and liking it, but then I feel like it just kind of disappeared. So that's kind of interesting. All right, we have a complexion powder from Charlotte Tilbury as well. Is this just the translucent? What is this? No, this is just shade 3. So I don't think in here there's too much new. It's just kind of like Charlotte Tilbury hooking it up and restocking, which means I will likely be giving all of this away. I have a magic cream. I have in here some beauty wands. I have the airbrush setting spray. I'm gonna give all this away, so stay tuned. Make sure that you are subscribed, ringing the bell, turning the notifications on, and come back next week. I'll put a giveaway together. Ah. The Charlotte Tilbury mascara makes my eyes look like spiders. Not for me. You know what? That's kind of like, ooh, let me tug at my shirt. That's kind of how I feel. I actually like L'Oreal mascaras better. Like, because I want a lot of lash, but I want it to build, and I don't want that total like flaky, spidery thing where sometimes for me with higher end mascara, and I don't know why I find it with higher end mascara more than drugstore, but you will coat on the actual product and it will kind of ball up. And like, if you imagine the lash, individual lash itself having like an uneven coating, that's what it does. And it drives me nuts when that happens, because then it dries down. And if you ever bump into your eye, itch your eye, whatever, you're gonna get those flakies all over your face. I can't stand it. But I will, to be fair, I haven't tried this, so I will try this one out. Yes, both. Huda Beauty. Shout out. You guys, I still need to try her new powder. I've been so intimidated to try it, the purple one. Even though I like lilac powders, there's something about it. It's the Ubi powder, I think. There's something about it that makes me go, maybe tomorrow. I don't know that I feel like this today. Thank you so much to Benji. I'm sending you love back to San Diego. And thank you, you guys are continuing to send me birthday wishes, and I feel it, and I thank you for it.
This is a crown.
It's a crown. What is this?
I think it pushes your hair back.
It's a headband. We're not gonna ruin the hair, but do you know what I really want? What I really,
Tell me
really
what you want, what you really, really want.
So if you saw on IG when I was getting ready, I said that I was in process. I had like my under eye depuffer patches on, and I had my headband on that I use when I wash my face at night. I have like the little cuffs, right? But it has this tacky AF bow on it. Like, I love my headband. Where did I put it? I think it's in the other room. I love how it pulls everything back perfectly, and it's like this soft, cushy material. Hate the bow. I feel like I'm a grown-up.
You look adorable.
I'm a grown-up.
In the bow.
I don't want the bow. I want nothing to do with the bow. I'm a woman, right? Like, how do we make that type of a product more sophisticated is what I want to know. I'm going to sort that out. Because what I find is those bands that have that elastic with the absorbent material, they hold you back so tight and right, better than any other headband, that like I keep going back to that particular one when I want my hair out of my face, but I hate the bow. I hate the bow. Okay, headband rant over. Let's look at this. We have the blush filter. Is bright blush like having a moment for spring, summer? What is this? Please tell me. I'm having a crisis over it because I don't think this is for me. This guy. Yeah, I'm gonna invent a better one of these.
I think
Right?
it looks adorable.
I don't like the
It
bow.
looks so cute.
But I look like I'm 5 years old. I can't. I cannot.
I don't think it makes you look young. It's just cute.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for thinking I look cute.
Yeah, you
I
don't
feel
look
very
dumb in it.
I feel very juvenile in it, and I'm just, you know, I'm just
It
yeah,
might be
people
a-
are saying say no to the bow. Hate the bow.
It might be a
Can we
Westbrook
get
thing.
something
Taylor
like
used to like
classy? Classy. You know what? We're done with the bows. Bows. Why? No.
Bows, roses.
Bow rose. I get it. Wow. All right, you guys, we have some Huda Beauty blush, and these are so bright. Bright blush. It's liquid. Terrifies me. Not gonna lie. And do you know what? I'm gonna say something kind of controversial as I clean up my liquid liner that is playing me so hard right now. The Tom Ford is the only one that like does not do this to me, by the way, which is why I think it's worth the money. What I'm wearing today is Seche. I'm gonna clean up this kind of little bit of a mess in the inner corners. Okay, Tati, when will you bring back Tati Beauty? Will you focus on creating new makeup products? I absolutely have been focused on that. I just have a lot of red tape to cut through behind the scenes. If you guys only knew, and I wish I could tell you and give you details, but I am trying to not get myself in trouble. So there's that. But I'm working on it very, very hard. I have no plans of giving up. Okay. I hate it when your liner looks gorgeous and then it just by itself kind of migrates into the inner corner tear duct and smears. And so I will not be wearing this liner again. I love Ciate, but this one just did me so dirty.
Do you
Okay.
need these things here?
No sir, I do not. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna make room.
Thank you so much. All right, back to the blush discussion, you all. I have a controversial thing to say, and I've been watching a lot of people online, and the trend to have the high blush, I kind of feel like when you reach a certain age, the higher the blush, it can kind of distort the face. Is anybody feeling the same? I know that it's a very like millennial thing to wear your blush a little bit lower. I'm not suggesting putting your blush down here, but I do not think it looks good to have all of your makeup, your contour and everything so heightened underneath the eye. It only looks good, in my opinion, one way. And this is why we're all doing this trend. Let me expose it right now. It looks good when you're filming on your phone. If you are on Schmick, if you are on IG stories, if you are looking right non-three-dimensionally, right in that teeny tiny camera on your phone, the high blush looks great. You go out in the real world, you'll look crazy. You look crazy, take it down just a little bit lower. Also, if you have any kind of length to the face, you are only going to make your face optically look longer. Do you want that? I don't want that. It's just food for thought. That's my spicy moment with blush today. You are welcome.
Spicy Tati.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I want
Yes.
to like put some packages up here
Okay.
and do a new thumbnail.
Oh, all right. Let's
Is
do
that
it.
okay with
Yeah,
you?
Sure.
So
Let's do it.
just make a little space. And I'm going to build a little pyramid.
Everyone wants to look like Chapel Roan or Sabrina Carpenter. They're wearing stage makeup. Okay, I'll expose myself as well, because sometimes when I'm here with the lighting, knowing that I'm filming, wanting the color to show up, wanting the makeup to show up, I go heavier than I would if I was just like going about town, running my errands, like I am to some degree. And other influencers, I will say 9 times out of 10 are going a little bit harder. And this is in a way theatrical stage makeup. Like I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now. And for some reason it still doesn't feel to me like it looks like as much as I'm wearing.
Okay, we're gonna do the thumbnail.
Ah, my leg is asleep.
Come
Hold
into
on.
this gap. Come into the gap. There you go, right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And that's how it's done, my friends. Behind the scenes, how we get a thumbnail. She's a professional model, poser with beauty products. What is this? That's literally how I do all my thumbnails. It's really funny. Like, I sit at the end of my videos and I'm like, it kind of makes me gag a little bit, but it's the job. It's what the job demands. All right, we have some Saltaire Lipid Body Butter. Get down. Okay. I love Golden Hour. Is this Golden Hour? Oh my gosh. Okay, the oil in the fragrance Golden Hour is my favorite from Saltaire. I will be trying this out. Oh my gosh, it just smells like a hug. It smells like a memory. It smells, it's like not even just warm vanilla. There's something about it that makes me just want to pause and just embrace the fragrance itself. Golden Hour is my favorite. The Santal Bloom is my mom's. Maybe I'll give this one to her. Pink Beach. I have not tried this one. I think this might be a new scent. That is Summertime in a Tub. That is, I love that. I don't even know what that is. It's like coconutty, but bright coconut. What is this one? Tell me. This has ceramides in it, made in the US, sea buckthorn oil, fatty acids. This looks like it's gonna be crazy moisturizing. Are you guys into this brand? You can find it at Target. I really like what they do. Not the biggest fan of their deodorants, if I'm gonna just be, oh my gosh, my leg keeps falling asleep. If I'm gonna be real with you guys, don't really like their deodorants and their body washes. If I use them too much for some reason, they dry me out, but their body oils, body creams, body sprays, some of their hair products, really, really love, and the fragrances are gorgeous. Little House on the Rock says, I'm doing high blush since the 90s. Anything else doesn't feel right. You know, you got to do with what makes you feel, you got to do what makes you feel confident, obviously. But blush placement is one of those things where you can play around with it. Take photos of yourself, ask friends what they think, you know, they're seeing you in real life beyond just like the phone. But like play around with doing like the high, like I would say this is like mid-high because I kind of aim to go around like the nostrils for me. I have a very long face and if I do too high of blush, I look ridiculous. But there are some face shapes that really do well with it. So everybody's a little bit different. I just absolutely love calling out trends where it's like, oh, well, you're just showing your age and you're like a evil millennial, or why does being a millennial have to be a bad thing first off? But like you're a millennial if you wear your blush anywhere other than like up here, right? No, like common sense would say do things that flatter you, colors that flatter you, placement and strategy with your makeup that works for you, types of products that are great for your skin type. If we all follow one trend, that's a disaster. You know what I'm saying? So actually wisdom tells us don't follow trends. Try them, and if they happen to vibe with you and make you feel elevated and good, go with it. But to be a slave to them, no thank you. All right, you guys, I'm excited about this. Milk has a gripping, I think it's like a serum foundation. I cannot wait. How many shades do they have? I got 3 and 5. I'm kind of scared. Hydro Grip Skin Tint. The packaging is so good. Oh my gosh. I love. Like, I love. I'm going to have to learn more about this. Interesting PR. I think I'm going to assume this is a brush. Sadie says, I always felt that way even with clothes. Just do what works for you and be happy. Plus it saves you money. You know, I think there's something about being classic and then, yeah, working with like your body type, with your comfort, what feels good for you, and having fun. If you see something that calls to you where you're like, oh my gosh, I love this particular season, the trend is this and it's available everywhere and I can really have fun with it. Like, not to be shy from things that are current or trendy, but also like not being a slave to it, right? Like not feeling like, oh, I have to run in the other direction and like feel ashamed of myself if I ever wear no-show socks, because like that apparently was like a big one, which is so funny to me. Oh my gosh, so funny to me. I cannot. I love my no-show socks. I can't help it. And I get that like with certain more current fashion, like it doesn't work. So like there's a give take there, but that was like a really funny one that I was seeing online where it's like this call out of like, oh my gosh, you're no-show socks. Ew, It's like, you know what? Here's the thing about millennials. We get to a place in life where we have more things to worry about than our socks. I think that's the problem. Like, I think maybe that's the problem. I just said what I said. Okay. Have you tried the new Patrick Ta concealer? I have not. There is a lot on my makeup to buy try list right now, as always. But I am going to be doing like a Sephora Get Down Ulta new product type of a video soon. So leave me your requests here in the chat. And if you're watching this on the replay, in the comments, let me know what you want to see. And I will continue adding things to the list. Millennials are so lucky that we lived before all this cell phone social media stuff. Do you guys even know the kind of trouble that I would be in if cell phones had been around when I was actively drinking and partying and dancing on bar tops and going to Tijuana and like partying? And I look back and I'm like, bless it that I could be a disaster before all of this. You know what I'm saying? I got to clean myself up and make radical life choices and pivot into an entirely new lane before all of this kind of exploded and became what it did. Like, everybody used to be like, oh my gosh, Tati doesn't party and she doesn't want to drink when we're at events and la la la, she's so boring, old. And back in my mind, like I would flash back to like all the crazy shit that I have done. And I'm like, yeah, because like I already tapped out of that lane, done. But there's no evidence. There is, thank God, no evidence. So yeah, I wonder the impact of what it feels like to be in your teens and early 20s with a phone following you everywhere you go, right? Like, I would hate that. And I'm actually grateful I had such an opportunity to have freedom, self-discovery, to make big mistakes, and to do it somewhat privately, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, oof. No cell phones, no evidence. Now it's like literally, not so much right now, but when I was kind of in the height of everything, like if I was at an airport or something, it would be really crazy. And I'm not like an A-list celebrity. I'm a YouTuber. I review makeup, you know, I'm not like an actress that's like winning awards. Like, I'm like, hey guys, look at this lip gloss. Like, and so like, it's so funny to me that people would be fascinated to see me in real life. But if I was at the airport or a public space like that, like I would even like go online and find like tagged videos of me like slouching like over by like the Cinnabon or something, and like it made me have this kind of psychotic self-awareness. Literally, okay, I'll tell you guys the funniest story. This was the funniest story about like people filming you or watching you, or just like that feeling of being exposed out in public, which if you are a millennial, you remember when that wasn't the case, right? Like, we all remember when that wasn't the case. I actually, no, I can't tell this story. It'll open too many cans of worms. But I've just had one too many experiences where like I lived in a time where there were no phones. And I'm not saying like that you ever do anything like so terrible bad, but like it's exhausting having so much self-awareness when you're out in public, whether you're a YouTuber, an online personality or not. Like, we are all monitoring the hell out of each other, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll do story time later. I just realized I was gonna embarrass myself. I'm like, maybe not, maybe not. I'm actually kind of no slouching at the Cinnabon. I know, right? Like literally, I would have that thing where I'm like, I don't look like that. Like, I don't look like that. Like, I'm in my ugly airport clothes, like, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, why would someone take a photo of me like that? And then I have had people like take photos with me and be like, Tati, you're amazing. Can we take a photo? And then I go on Twitter and I'm like, that was a nice interaction. I really enjoyed that. And then you see the comment is like, she's way uglier in person. And you're like, oh my God, you know, and like, and then that for a while put this like perfection thing in me where I was like, well, I can't go out in public with like messy hair and no makeup because I will disappoint people. And then that turned into a weird thing. Like there are all these different levels and layers of being an online personality that you think you're like rough and tough and like I have thick skin. I'm not gonna let that matter. And like I've gotten better at not letting it matter so much, maybe too much, but like that would be like crazy back in the day. Like you don't know psychologically how that will hit you until you have a bizarre encounter like that, you know? Next time I will do more story time. I have a lot of stories, a lot of crazy things that I personally think are hilarious in my out and about doing YouTube and then also living a life pre-social media, like, you know, unending stories. People post really bizarre things. Like, honestly, I recently had an encounter and I overthink things. I think it's a trauma response if I were to like diagnose myself. Where if I interact with someone that watches me online, please know, I dissect the interaction when I walk away. I'm like, was I enough? Was I friendly enough? Did they want a hug? Was I weird? Did I hug them and they didn't want a hug? Should I have offered to take a photo? Because I kind of felt like they wanted that, but I didn't want to be like, me, you want a photo with me? Like, I mean, so like I get really weird in my head and I'm like, like, I don't want to be that person that's like rude or whatever. So I always try my best, like whether I'm at the grocery store or Ulta or wherever. So I was at Whole Foods and I'm washing my hands and I was having a day where I was just like a lot was going on, no makeup, messy bun, big sweatshirt, just like not feeling cute. Like I would never think anyone would recognize me ever. Like I'm in the bathroom, ugly lighting, washing my hands. And I hear someone scream my name and it literally startled me. And I didn't know what to do. I think I was like, it was one of those interactions where I really was like a deer in the headlights because like I didn't know what to do. Like when someone just screams your name, like what do? I'm like, me, you know, like I have wet hands with like soap and it was just like the weirdest interaction. And I felt like I failed that interaction. Like I walked to the car and I was like, you didn't say anything. You just said like, huh? Like, and then they didn't say anything further and it was kind of strange, but like someone yelled my name and like I thought about that for a while. And I am an overthinker, overanalyzer, over everything person. I don't know. Does anyone else understand? Do you have like an interaction with someone? Like sometimes I make weird noises to like cashiers and I make the noise like as a response and then I hear the noise in my head for like the next hour and I'm like, did you really just do that? They said something and you just went or like some like stupid like whatever and then like you hear it in your head and you're like, I have problems. I probably still need more therapy and that's just my life. So anyway, now you know. If you meet me in public, I'm thinking about how I can give you a great experience and that's what's going on in my head. Just so you know. What if they didn't say your name and they were just sneezing? Well, that would be even worse because that would mean that I thought about someone's sneeze for a few hours after. So funny. So overthinker galore. And honestly, Lori, I lay awake at night and think about something from years ago and cringe. Oh my gosh, yes. Like, and I don't know if can anyone actually process that out? I will have memories from like elementary school of dumb things that I've done. And I'm like, why is this floating to my brain now? Can we like cycle this through? Like, can it go to like the darker layers where like, just like get out of here? You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. I will share with you one that like haunted me for years. Years this haunted me, okay? I grew up doing ballet. And when I moved to Los Angeles, I wanted to be dancing more, and like dance was my life, like dance and music, artistry, actress, singer, dancer. And so I got my mom to sign me up for jazz class. And I went to jazz class and I signed in, and they're like, Studio One, Studio One. I'm like, all right, this is great. I've done ballet my whole life. Like, we're trying out jazz. It's gonna be like sexy and fun. I'm a teenager. And I go into Studio One. And they're like, it's beginner jazz. And I'm doing the warm up is fine. She's flexible, she's stretching. And then we do the across the floor stuff. And these people are doing like the wildest moves you have ever seen in your life. They are like pirouetting and leaping and doing these intense combos. And I'm like, F me, like, how is this beginner? Like, how is this beginner jazz? And I'm this little thing that tries my very freaking best to keep up. And so like I am leaping and turning, but I look a hot mess. And I'm wearing a ballet outfit, which is not cool, not LA. It's so dorky. I think it had like little flowers on it. It was just to add insult to injury. And when I was done, I went up to the teacher and I'm like, is there a chance for me to ever like figure this out? He's like, well, maybe you should try the beginner class first. And I'm like, I thought this was the beginner class. I took an advanced class and literally was like 1, 2, 3, like doing the whole thing, trying my best to keep up. And I could see the people's faces like watching me and judging as I was like trying to do like the combination or whatever. And I laid in bed. I could not sleep for like weeks thinking about that. It was so humiliating. But with time, I ended up slaying that class. So I was very proud. It took a couple years.
How about story time with James?
Oh, yes.
Last night, I almost killed us.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he did, you guys. God
let me tell you
bless
the story.
America. I can't believe we're still alive.
So our back patio is covered. It has like these rolling shades, and our grill is back there, which is awesome. So when I'm cooking on the grill, which is a gas-powered grill, I'm covered from the elements. You know, at least I have shelter. Anyway, so in order to heat up the grill, you have to go out there and turn it on, and you wait half an hour. So I did that. Well, the sparky thing didn't happen with the gas, so I went out and I turned the gas on full blast, and then I went out a half an hour later and I opened up the grill and it was cold, and I saw the thermometer and it said 0, and you know, it was like 20 degrees outside and there was no heat from it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I smell cabbage, I smell gas. And for a almost split second, my hand started going towards the thing to like, you know,
was there like an inner monologue that was
push
like,
the
no.
igniter? Yeah, exactly. It was like, no, don't do that. And then I'm like, okay, we've got to clear out this gas. So immediately I turned the gas off. I kept the vent on high, and I went and I opened up the shades, and I walked in the house, and there was gas in the house.
Oh my gosh, you could smell it, and I was like, we might die.
And the fireplace was on. And I was getting a headache. I have a headache right now just recalling it. So
maybe that's why you didn't sleep well.
It might be. I got poisoned. So we did ventilation for the house, and of course I had to do the test where I laid on the ground because gas rises. So I laid on the ground.
God, just what you want to see is like.
And I took the lighter and I lifted it up high in the air and I lit it to see if anything would go. So it was clear outside, and I could start the grilling process again. But yeah, I almost killed us. So how about that?
That was fun. We're still here. But yes, grill master.
I will never do that again.
Oh my gosh, it was bad. It literally, it was super cold out. It was how many degrees?
It was like 19.
We opened the front door and we're airing the house out. The fireplace is off, and it was just a whole thing. But you live and learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What you got there?
I've got glow recipe. Yeah, someone said James comes in with the hotter tea. James like, hey, I have a story. I almost killed us. You guys, I got the blushes Do we want to see these in action? I know they've already been shown quite a bit over on Schmick Schmock, but I'm going to try them out. I'm excited. Are James's brows drawn on today? James, what are you doing with your brows? Come back here.
No.
No? James doesn't really have brows, so
My
I'm
brows
curious.
are in a lot of
Are your
trouble. In fact,
no?
when you were talking about Just for
No,
Men,
your brows look good today.
I was thinking about using my Just for Men on my brows.
I think they
because
look good.
you inspire. No, they don't. They're so incomplete. I have missing brow.
Oh.
Move. Like,
I think it
There's
might look
nothing
strange
there.
if you dye it, though.
I used to have them here when I was younger.
Yeah, well,
I need brows back.
okay. Brows back.
Brows back, yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys, I just looked at the time. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm going to be going soon because I need to get to the rest of the stuff I need to do today and eat lunch. I got the donut shop from Laneige. You guys, I'm excited. I love their balms. I definitely will be putting this to the test. I got some pretty decent PR. Some of it I am going to be giving away for sure. I feel like this will be one that I almost want to do like a wear test with. The Milk Hydro Tint, the gripping tint. What do we think? James should try red light therapy for brows. You know, he had like a 2-week streak where he was really consistent with the Amiro. I swear by that red light mask. I know that they used my video as like an ad everywhere. They had permission to. But trust, I use that every day. I so believe in red light therapy. Like literally, it will change your skin. No doubt. Da 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 da. You guys, this is amazing. So many of you are here that it does make me want to hang out a little bit longer. This is the most we've had, period. Point blank, period. And thank you to everybody that is liking the live. I appreciate it so, so much. It does help.
Hey, I'm going to reply to a comment.
Sure.
Maybe from Michigan wants to know if I can look into whether or not she is receiving notifications.
Okay.
We don't do notifications for YouTube on the Tati list anymore. You have to get the ones from Google. You have to click the bell and say all, and that's just how it is. If we send it from the Tati list, Google punishes us.
Yes.
Because if like all we ever did was send out notifications for every upload on YouTube, and you guys clicked our notification and not Google's, eventually you would get no notifications from Google. It really, really hurt us. So
trying to not let my channel die. We are
Yeah.
fighting a good fight.
So if Tati's uploading content somewhere else, if there's something special, if there's a giveaway, if we're doing a brand launch, that's where you're going to get your notifications from the Tati list.
Oh my gosh. Makeup and Beauty 90. What did I get for my birthday? You just reminded me. I had a bag of jewelry next to me that I wanted to show you guys from Nordstrom. Okay, so I did a little bit of a shopping trip. James got me some clothes and I bought myself a little bit of jewelry. This birthday was pretty chill. And I don't know, I've never been the kind of person that like wants to go online and be like, look at all my stuff. Like I'd rather do like a haul and a review and that kind of a thing. So
You got food poisoning for your birthday.
I got food poisoning for my birthday. But I got some jewelry too. So let's dig, because you guys, I am so into open edit. You all know those little earrings that I wear all the time, the lock and key. They're kind of gold and silver setup. I got these from Open Edit as well. If you're someone that has sensitive ears, if you rash really easily, if you have allergies and itchiness when you're wearing necklaces or earrings, Open Edit is great. You can wear the crap out of this metal. It does nothing. It doesn't turn, low maintenance, love it. I want to say these were like 30 or 40 bucks. I think they're super cute. And then I got these from Bobble Bar. I just really liked them. I'm really into this pave shiny situation here with the gold. Love that. And then these, oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice right at the end of this live. Holy smokes. Okay. Okay, This from Nadri, I love so much. I will try to link this for you guys. I just thought this would be the most beautiful layering piece. I love wearing a ton of jewelry all at once, you guys know. But what I liked about this one is imagine like summertime swim cover-up bikini situation, and you want something that's almost giving body chain, but is not a body chain, is kind of where my head was at. See if I can get this on.
Do you need help?
Yes. And their necklaces, actually their jewelry in general, it's expensive. This was like $70, I believe, but not fine jewelry expensive. And the shine on their crystals is just unmatched. How cute is that, right? Like that actually, imagine with like a V-neck or a swim cover-up, or just like your swimsuit, you're on vacation, you want to feel not too overdone, but you want like a little sizzle, a little spice, a little something. I just think it's really, really pretty and unusual. And you can wear it with other things. I love that. Love straws, but dermatology said it will cause more wrinkles. You know what? I'm fighting a good fight. I'm either going to ruin my lipstick or have wrinkles. One of the two. I don't normally do a straw, but when I'm here with my friends, I'm trying to look pretty, so I do a straw.
Hey, Tots, I
Yes.
still got some makeup down here. Can
Oh
I
yeah,
show you?
yeah, for sure. I Spy with my little eye. Oh, that one I already showed. That one I already showed.
This one you did? Okay.
That's interesting that they would send doubles, but that means a giveaway is on the way. This one, ooh, I'll take that. What I'm really seeing is the Velour lashes that I've been super into. I found a new lash that I'm loving. It's called the Dewdrops, and I have a feeling that that's what that box is down there. You guys, Naturium has the Calmer Ceramide Body Wash. I'm loving their products. I love their body products. I feel like they really nourish the skin. You can buy these at Target. They last forever. You don't need too much, and it's really good. This one has ceramides, oatmeal, and cocoa butter. I'm gonna try that out. See
Where
if
do
it
you see
smells.
Dewdrops?
Right there. A
This?
little, yeah.
This is lashes.
Yeah, that's lashes.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm excited. Woo. Okay. Someone says,
And does this go in the supply closet, or do you want this?
supplies, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited to try this one out. And Emily Jones, thanks for making it to a live. I'm going to be on here for maybe like 5 more minutes, but I'm so happy you're here. We're unboxing. I will have everything, you know, this whole live will be on the replay. You can always go to the live section on my channel and see all the lives that I have done recently. And I will be here every Wednesday. So come back next week as well. You guys, Velour Lashes hooked it up. They have their new V by Velour. I think these lashes are around 10 bucks. They are surprisingly good. A little bit of a thicker band, so if you're going for like super natural, no makeup plus a lash, still go for Ardell. You're gonna get that wiggly see-through band. But if you're doing a wing, if you're doing a line, if you want a little more is more, these ones are very good. And my favorite is, I'm hoping I have it in here, is Dewdrops. This one right here. I'm gonna load up, stock up, order a bunch myself. Appreciate that they sent me all the different styles, but this one right here, Dewdrops, is the one that I am so in love with. And I am a annoyingly picky person with lashes. I basically only wear the Ardell 421s. And usually I'll try another lash and I'm just like, oh, like, no, thank you. That one is giving 421 plus. It's like giving you a little more glamour, but it doesn't look out of control. It doesn't throw you way back into 2016. It's still just, it's giving current, but glamorous, right? And then Slipsinal, what is your name? Tati, I've been watching you ever since James splashed water on your face. Okay, James, I asked for it, but one of my first reviews, I had this brilliant idea back when I didn't know what I was doing on YouTube, to test a waterproof product by having James splash like a bucket of water on me out on his balcony. And he really, like, he took it a step above. I think you got like a hose and started spraying me too.
Well, that was the joke at the end.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'm still ready for the clubs, or I'm still looking good at the end. That is so funny. And Sephora retweeted that, and I thought I had made it. I was like, oh my God, all of my dreams are coming true. Sephora, like the real Sephora. Sephora knows who I am. Like, I've made it. And I remember that day. I remember that moment so well. I love that you've been here the whole time. That's absolutely incredible. So many of you guys remember that video. Oh my gosh. It's just like so funny to me. I seem so young and like I'm talking very slow and very sweet, and like I was still very shy to be talking to camera.
It was like 2,000 videos ago.
Yeah, like how crazy. I am living proof that you don't have to know what you're doing to get to know how to do it. So if you think you are not great at something, try again, and you will get better over time. Like I still to this day, I'm like, I hope that I can get to this next level, because I critique myself and think I could do things a million times better. And I actually like that about me because it pushes me forward. But there's definitely been a lot of progress for sure. That's so funny. It was a buxom liner, I think. Oh, someone asked about my cuff. Do you want to laugh? Can I tell them that you and I got in a fight over this cuff? Too late. I just told them.
Oh gosh, that's embarrassing.
We were at Neiman's, but you were kind of right, but also wrong. So this is a Givenchy cuff. I spent $600 on this cuff.
When we were...
No, we were not. We were fine.
It was still
It was a
early.
lot of money. It was a lot of money to want to spend on this.
For what it was.
But I really wanted it. And it's my money. I wanted it. But he was just like, hard eye roll. He's like, it doesn't even say the brand. Like, why do you want that? Like, it doesn't even, like, there's nothing special about it. And the hilarious thing about this cuff, it's like the one thing in my collection that I wear more than anything else. Like, I have worn the crap out of this cuff and it's perfect. I love it. But that's just like, James and I are both very opinionated, and we don't hold back. Like, we don't hold back. We kind of like express how we feel to one another, but I bought it anyway. And so there. But that was one of those things where later on you did apologize. You're like, you know what? It's what you like and like your thing. He's just like, I just thought it was too much money for what it is. But I'm still wearing it. How many years later?
Hey, guess what I got?
What do you got? What do you got? Oh my God, no. Why are you doing this to me right now? Oh dear Lord.
All right, everyone, we're here.
Why is there a garden gnome in there?
About the buxom smoky eye pencil. Is it really waterproof? Let's find out. All right, give it to me.
Oh wow.
Oh my God. Why did I agree to this?
Okay.
My towel's wet.
Oh
That's
my
not
gosh.
fun.
You guys, I'm melting into the floor right now. This is embarrassing.
Okay.
Wait.
Shauna, thank you for the happy birthday.
I think
Oh
I
my
still
God.
look pretty freaking cute.
Wow.
And seems pretty waterproof to me.
Oh.
This was a bad idea.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
That was like
Oh.
2,000 videos ago.
The garden gnome, you guys. Could I have dressed up the background at all? There I am with a freaking garden gnome and a stoplight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't. I cannot. Yeah, my voice was different too. Isn't that so funny how our voices, like, is it just out of maturity or is it more confidence or what? And do you want to know the funny thing? And I gripe about this all the time on my channel, and I hope that it can inspire and help you wherever you're at. But like, I got trashed so hard when I started YouTube for being the old lady. Like, oh, who's this old lady showing up here? And so I had like an identity crisis where I was like, I'm so old. Like, I look like grandma next to all these girls at IMATs. And like, you know what? The viewers are right. I'm like, I wasn't even 30. Like, I'm old. And now I look back at those videos and I'm like, little baby, like, you're a little baby. Like, why did you feel old? You should have just been like, world, I'm here and I'm fabulous and I'm not gonna let any of these a-holes get me down. And I try to embody that now, like being in my 40s, it feels like another, like with the emergence of schmick schmock, it's like this dogging on women that are over 40. And it's like, oh my God, how many like lifetimes can I live through this? So I just want to share with you all, enjoy where you're at. Enjoy where you're at. It will continue changing and you'll look back and be like, yo, I was so stressed out about this, about that, about this. Like, and I should not have been, you know what I'm saying? So it's super, super weird. Oh my gosh. I love that you guys are kind of like having conversations in the chat with one another. I have to say, I always really love that. And I do go back and read the chat. So if I'm not answering your question or seeing you, just know that I do. When I'm done with the live, I go back and I see everything. And then if you have like a request or you need to know about something, I do take that into consideration and think about how I could answer that in an upcoming video or in next week's live. So I hope you guys know that. Now old people are praised for being content creators. I actually love that that door's opening, but yeah, it is funny because back then, which is, yeah, I'm a million years old is a flex. I have not wanted to go down that category, which could, like, why do I do this to myself? It's almost like I don't take advantage of what's popular sometimes because I have to be such a freaking contrarian to everything. It's just within my personality. I'm like, I don't want to get ahead that way. I want to do my own way. And why I'm that way, don't know, but I'm that way. So a lot of people make their entire brand of like, I'm a woman in my 50s. This is how I look in my 50s. Look at me, I'm in my 50s. And like, I don't know. I just think we get locked into age a little bit too much online. And I just want to be, and I want to give advice from where I'm at, from where I've been, and learn from people ahead of me and be inspired from people that are in the trends that are maybe younger and just like take what works. And it's just like life's buffet. But I don't want to be trapped to one thing where it's just like, I'm a woman in my 40s. And like, that's all I am, because that's not all that I feel I am, if that makes sense. But I see that online and I do have to kind of laugh a little bit as well, because it's like, well, that would not have worked when I first started out, because it was like the full throttle hate brigade. And it was like, even like, you can't dress that way, or like, it was like, and it was weird. It was so weird. I can't even like explain it better than that. It was just weird. Anyway, all right, you guys, I'm starting to get hungry, so I think I'm going to shut it down. But this was such a fun live. I loved hanging out with you all so much. Thank you for being here. I have a new video on Friday. I know that we're shifting the schedule a little bit because I'm doing these lives. So come back on Friday. And which is the video that I have for Friday? Oh, we're dipping out of drugstore for a moment, and I'm gonna give you the real tea on all of the actual, like the real luxury products that I use in my everyday life, the stuff that's maybe a little bit too above and beyond. I'm exposing myself and sharing it with you. It's not all high, but like things that I will always keep in my collection that I use on the daily. We're gonna go through that. So come back on Friday, turn your notifications on so you don't miss that one. And thank you guys so much for being here, for the birthday wishes, for hyping me up during story times and unboxing. And I love you guys so much. Go have the best day. All right, and I am out. Yes.
What are you supposed to do at the end of the video?
I'm gonna blow a kiss, as always. Wouldn't it feel weird if I was just like, bye? All right, you guys, go have a good one. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.